EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
NASCAR Thunder 2003.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you are new. Today we are starting out NASCAR Thunder 2003. You can see the beautiful home screen that this game had and everything. I loved it, just changing the cars over and over again. But we're gonna be starting out in a career mode, and we gotta go make our car and everything. I believe we're gonna have 36 races, Legend AI difficulty. I'm not sure about the race length yet because it's either 10% or 25. So I think we're gonna do 10 for now. Yellow flags on, damage on, and we'll continue. And then we got to create our car and everything, so let's see how it will turn out. All right, we've got the car completed. On the sponsorship side, I kind of went with different ones everywhere. We got Kmart as our main sponsor. We got Easy Care on the back end, Nikon on the side. I forgot what that says. It's like Delphi or something like that. I don't know. And then Windcraft on the side for the driver and all that. So, oh yeah, it says in the sponsor down there. I'm stupid. I'm not reading very well. But then the team-wise, pit crew-wise, I went with a lot of age because I'm pretty sure I remember you can like build them up over years if you have them on your team for multiple years and stuff like that. So I went with a lot of age here. Not necessarily the best overalls, but a lot of them have decent skill and speed for their age and all that. Nobody was like super great anyways. The builder side of it, we went with more of like durability or efficiency and stuff like that. So hopefully they'll be better than the younger guys that were there, and we can do a little bit better. Overall, pit crew might struggle a little bit, but that's okay. That's part of the early struggles here. And we have engines that we have to build and all that and everything here, so we're gonna have to develop, research things. I'm gonna have to look at all that and see how we do. But as we start here, I'm not sure what we should do, so we're either gonna get into the 500 or I might start looking at some R&D stuff. So let me look through some things and see what goes on. Okay, currently to start out, we have $50,000 in the bank. It looks like everything is well over that to research at the time, and also to even build an engine or chassis or anything is going to cost a lot of money, and we haven't developed anything anyways yet. But I noticed the condition of the chassis and engine are going to go down as we race. We really just need to not destroy the car early on, try to just finish some races and try not to have too many run-ins. But let's get into the Daytona 500 to start out our career and see how we could do. All right, we're in qualify now, about to start our second lap. It starts you out real slow on the first lap, so the first lap doesn't matter too much here at least. But I need to get used to how this game feels, because it is way different than the Dirt to Daytona, so it's going to be interesting to get used to. There is that, I think you guys can see it, the white line kind of in the middle of the screen. I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry, it bothers me too, but I cannot do anything about that for some reason. It's just there. But the setup portion of this game is so much simpler than Dirt to Daytona, which is really nice. Like, it shows your speed and what you change, what will be the outcome of everything, like tire wear, handling, loose tightness, everything like that is so nice. So that's going to be much easier to mess with and actually work on as we go through the career. But we're not going to qualify great, I imagine. I'm hoping we don't qualify dead last. At least that would be a positive, I feel like. But we get a 50.9. We're in the show. We're 34th. Okay, not last. That's okay with me. I tried to make our speed as fast as we could with our car setup. Like, I didn't necessarily change our gear ratio to the highest there because the acceleration is really far down, but I changed some tire pressure all the way up because that affects your top speed, handling and tire wear and everything. So that stuff's gonna be so much easier to mess with. But we're going to the Gatorade 125s now. In terms of starting spots for the 500, I think everybody already knows this, and we are, I think, in the second one. So this should be the outside lane altogether. We get 5 laps here to see what we can do in the Gatorade duels. Our starting speed's gonna be slow, but I'm hoping that we will be okay for the top speed once we get up to speed here in 4th gear on the back stretch. Got the draft there on the right with the RPMs and stuff. I just gotta get used to how this game feels. Gotta feel out the game and see how we do. Got tire wear also on that right as well with the fuel on the bottom, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out. I don't know how long these races are gonna be or anything, and we're just gonna have to play everything by ear here. They are checking up a little bit on entry, but like you guys showed in the beginning, everything's on legend. So everything's as difficult as it could be to start out with, and we're gonna not be super fast, but the grind is half the fun to me. I love games where you have to start out and you grind and get better. Spotter is useful. Saying number 9 is looking high. So that stuff's pretty useful. I like that. The camera shake is crazy in this. At least at the super speedway right now. I don't know if it's gonna be like that at every track. We lost our draft partner behind us to 26, but we are catching up to Ward Burton, I think this is, in the 22. The only thing is I don't have a leaderboard like previous Endurance of Daytona, so that's a little unfortunate. It seems to check me up when I get right to the bumper of Ward Burton. I don't know if that's like an assist that's accidentally turned on or something. I need to look through that and change that if so. That bothers me. I don't like that. I want to be able to like actually bump them and stuff and get a run and be able to take it. Yeah, because you can see it just drops down quickly. Because I haven't really looked through the settings or anything to mess with anything yet. But we still got, I want to say it's Bill Elliott. Yeah, Bill Elliott on the left side of us. There's some stability help, it looks like. I'm going to cut him off on the bottom side. Sorry, not sorry. I think Jeremy Mayfield in the 19. I know most of the guys from back then. Just some of the random numbers, like 26, no clue who's in that. We're the 56 car. There was like a bunch of random numbers we could pick from. Only a handful of double digits. It was like the 53, 56, a couple in the 80s, some triple digit numbers, most of the triple digit numbers actually. So I did not want to be a triple digit number at all. Try and get the draft of these guys up here, then maybe slingshot to the inside if we can. Got 2 laps left here in the Gatorade duel. Oh yeah, we have a lot of speed down here. I just need to not get right behind somebody to where it checks me up. Get under Elliott. Oh, we are bumping him. He's in the wall. My bad. I definitely messed that up. Went in a little bit too tight. Didn't turn enough. I don't think we have much damage. Jeremy Mayfield getting on our outside there. Fuel is dropping quick. We're not going to have to pit here in the Gatorade duel, but the first couple guys are way far out there on the map, you can see, which I do like the map in this game. I like being able to see that stuff. Me getting his draft. Oh, Ward Burton blowing a motor there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that would definitely be a problem in this like career mode and stuff too, is just having parts failures when you have bad condition stuff. We're going to have to like build a couple things and have a rotation and stuff probably after this race, because I think we'll get a little bit of money being in the 500 at least, and then hopefully we could qualify, like we'll race all right, hopefully. And then we gotta build a couple of pieces so we can rotate through them and not just completely destroy them and not have anything to race on. It might take a couple of races to be able to do that, because it takes multiple races for things to build up in it and stuff anyways. So I don't know if we want to research first or do the building process first. I'm not 100% sure. So if you guys have a recommendation, leave it in the comments. That'd be helpful for me. But Jeremy Mayfield absolutely took off there in the last like lap and blew me out the water. We don't have any draft help here. Luckily, the guys behind us are nowhere near us. But we finish in 14th here, so that should put us 28th, I think. 28th for the start of the 500, so I will take that. Mark Martin getting the win in this Gatorade duel. Kevin Harvick there. But yeah, interesting replays and everything like that, so that should be fun. Hopefully it's gonna keep popping up doing that all the time, but let's exit out of this and get on to our 500 here.
Well, here we are at the Great American Race, the Daytona 500, the NASCAR Winston Cup Series premier event. This is Joe Moore, and I'm with Barney Hall to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage on MRN. This track is known by everyone, race fan or not, but for these race teams, it's a glory all its own when you can get a win here.
Well, you're right. To have your name mentioned as a former winner here at Daytona puts you on a list with some drivers that these guys have admired since they were kids.
Jimmy Spencer won 2 races in 1994, but wound up 29th in the standings. How does that happen?
Well, he had 11 DNFs, that's how. Each time you fail to finish a race, it almost completely wipes out one of those good finishes. The points championship is all about consistency. Let's see how they'll line up for the start.
In the front row are the Home Depot.
All right, we're not going to go through the whole field and everything, but we are back here in 28th like I thought. I figured that we were in the second one, being in 34th to start off with. Our acceleration's not great, but I really needed to try to maximize on our top speed. That definitely was going to help us more than the acceleration in this race. We got 20 laps. I imagine we might have to pit. I'm not 100% sure. Wasn't able to really look at, I didn't really look at the settings. We just went straight into the race. So after this race, I'll have to check out the settings and everything to try and make sure all the assist and stuff are off or correct or whatever it's going to be. Because I don't want that, like, just stoppage as soon as we catch up to somebody in a draft. Because that's going to hurt us at a place like this really badly. I'm going to have to, like, jump out early and try to avoid messing up and getting too close to somebody. But 20 laps here, we were getting like close to halfway on fuel at like the 5 lap mark in our Gatorade duel. So I imagine we're going to end up having to pit in this one. And I think this episode's just going to have the Gatorade duels in the 500 and the creation of our car and stuff like that. So I think that will be good enough. And then you guys can give me some recommendations on what we need to do for the R&D or building more parts for the car and all that. This thing is like so touchy. Trying to like barely move the stick to turn easy through the corners here. Elliott Sadler, I think it's Elliott Sadler, or it could be Ricky Rudd in that 21. They are not wanting to draft with us right now at all. We're still stuck in 28th. If we can get some draft help, that'd be really nice, especially through these corners if I can keep it straight. I do like the indicators, at least showing where the cars are coming up to us. That's really nice on the bottom and on the, probably when it's on our right and left and stuff like that too. That will be very helpful and everything. Yeah, I'm trying my best. I don't know about it being fast, but it was all right, I guess. Because we're back here in 28th. Hey, if we could finish in the top 30 in our first race, that'd be shocking, honestly. I think our pit crew is going to be a big part of it, though, like screwing up and stuff like that. So that's going to either really hurt us or just not affect us much, hopefully. Hopefully they don't screw up too much. I think they're probably going to, because their skill level is like around 50 each person. Same with their speed, so they're not going to be super fast. They're not going to be like terrible, but they're going to probably be pretty bad, actually. I do enjoy the factors of like getting a good team and stuff like that and working on everything. Like you can work on the pit crew, having them with you for a while. Rebuilding parts and researching everything is a lot of fun to me. I do enjoy that portion of everything. But we're kind of just sitting back here in 28th right now, battling with these guys. Excuse me. I had a cough there, like something in my throat, but maybe we can catch up or keep in the draft of Bill Elliott a little bit. He just took off immediately, unless that was Jerry Mayfield. I don't remember which one it was. Might have been Mayfield, I'm not sure. I don't remember if it was the 9 or the 19. I think it was the 19. Oh, I about lost it there. Turned it a little bit too hard. That was scary. I'm trying to like block these lanes to keep the draft with me, because I feel like if they get in front of me, they're gonna be gone. Just like Mayfield was. I do believe that was Mayfield. Oh no, that was Bill Elliott. Okay, he's the 9 car. Okay. Those intervals popping up each lap is really nice to see. Oh geez, I did not get it turned in that corner. My tire wear is starting to go a little bit and it's getting tight on us. So after a few laps, it's getting really tight. Oops, sorry. Got into the 21 down there. I need to figure out who's in that 21, if it's Elliott Sadler or Ricky Rudd, because I always think of the opposite. And then same with this 30, is this 36? I think it might be Ken Schrader still in the 36. Because I think Sadler was in the 38, I want to say, Eminem's car. It's definitely getting very tight on entry. That's one thing we're fighting right now, pretty bad. Because it's not wanting to turn into the corner on entry. Hopefully we can try and catch up a little bit here, because they're not pulling off as fast as Bill Elliott did. But we're fighting around this position still. If we could finish top 35, I think that's mostly where our sponsorships are, is around like 35th place or average finish of 35th and stuff like that. So, yeah, you don't say the 21 car wants to get by us. Our average finishing position around 35th is like for most of our sponsors. I really gotta like turn in early because it does not want to turn in. Our tire wear is going away quick. Ward Burton getting by us, that makes sense. He was faster than us. Oh geez, we're wrecking. Save your tires. Yellow flag's out. All right, we're fine. We are fine, not too bad. We didn't really hit anything, but I got into Ward Burton and it spun us, so that's unfortunate. So, hey, we actually see a replay of wrecks. That's one thing that Dirt to Daytona did not have, because there were some wrecks that had no clue what ever happened. So, let's get going. We're gonna pit here under the caution. We're halfway on fuel now, so we probably wouldn't make it all the way on fuel. I think everybody should be pitting. Yeah, it looks like everybody's pitting up there. So we're gonna get 4 tires. I think do I want to drop the wedge a little? Try and get this thing to turn a little bit better, because after a few laps, it gets so tight. Yes, replace both tires, damage might as well. Full tank. I think I want to loosen it just a little bit, and then we'll keep everything else the same. So we will see if our pit crew screws up on its first ever pit stop. I imagine they will, but who knows? So we're gonna have the first pit stall pretty much, or like one of the first pit stalls every week, it looks like. It looks like we're in 3rd. Let's see if these guys mess up on their first try. So far, right side clean. Right side's good, that's good. Great start. Getting down to the lefts. Jacking it up fine. Everything went smooth. Okay, I'm shocked by that. 18.1. And we're actually gonna have a good pit stop and get out in 20th. Wow. That was a great pit effort, honestly. We were in dead last. There's no way we should be in 20th right now. So many people must have messed up on their stops. And at 18.1, oh my goodness, that's crazy. That's crazy for like the times that they're running nowadays, like 10 or less seconds with a single lug. Even 5 lugs a couple years ago, they were running like 12, 13 seconds and stuff like that, which is nuts. So we had a solid pit effort with nobody messing up on the first try. I'm proud of them. That's awesome. So it looks like we are gonna have to pit with these races at 10%, which is fine with me. That's plenty good. I'm happy with that. As long as we have to pit in these races, we'll be good. We'll be good with that, because I definitely want to have to do some pit stops and make our pit crew struggle and stuff. Trying to stay in front of Bill Elliott here like we were earlier. We only took a half a round out of it, so I'm hoping it doesn't make us too loose early on. Bill Elliott's definitely faster than us. I'm like half putting a block on him. I thought he was gonna actually go to my outside there. We're not able to keep up with the guys in front of us right now, but I'm hoping to hang on to a decent amount of these positions behind us. We don't, yeah, you don't say. I see him. He's like weaving back and forth trying to get by us. Steve Park is impatient as hell. And we got the 43 coming up on us. I think it's probably Andretti at this point. Oh yeah, I don't see any things on like the bubbles to the right of me and stuff when somebody's on my outside, so that's good to know. I just see it on the bottom. But this game's definitely going to be a handful to get used to and a struggle to start out with. We're doing better than I expected. I fully thought that my pit crew was going to screw up and we were still going to stay in the back, or at least in the 30s. So I am thoroughly impressed with my young guys in the pit this time by, at least. Trying to hold Andretti behind us. That's the one thing I do kind of miss about the Dirt to Daytona is the leaderboard with the names. I like having the names up there so I can actually call them by the correct name in case I have some of the years off on when people are in cars. Because I always think of that 21 car as Elliott Sadler for some reason. But I'm pretty sure in Dirt to Daytona it was Ricky Rudd. I'm pretty sure it was. And I think this year it was as well. Kind of putting a block on Newman there. Can use a little bit of a side draft with my rear end to make him fall back again. It looked like tire wear wasn't terrible, but we don't have super long races. I may need to up the percentage of the races. 25% would be a long ass race. So that would have been like a 50 lap race here, I think, which is kind of nuts. I did not want to do 50 laps at Daytona. We'll have to see how long these races are at other places, honestly. That's the one thing I'm interested to see. Because if we go to like, I don't know where's next week gonna be, maybe Atlanta or something like that, it makes the most like logical sense going from Daytona to Atlanta. I don't remember the schedule back then, But we got all 36 races to do in the season. Trying to get the draft of some of these guys. Maybe if I hold the outside, he has nowhere to go. So really, that's the best draft I get. I think that's Jeff Green in the 30 car, if I remember correctly. But this game honestly looks good for its time. Back in 2002 it came out, but it was based on like the upcoming season and stuff like that, like they always do, coming out for the next year, I believe. But I think the licensing thing says 2002 when you load it up and stuff, so. We have fallen back to 27th, about to be 28th. I think that's Joe Nemechek in the 25. We're back to where we technically started this race at after the Gatorade duels. Got Robbie Gordon on our inside. Definitely getting all over the place. Oh no, don't wreck again. I was trying to like get tight with him, but I was also just trying to straighten out the car, and I got in the side of him. But we're fine, no damage, we're good. I think. Yeah, we're good. I got the damage thing up there, I could see. I just have to hit L1 to pop it up. I think Kyle Petty's behind me in the 45. Haven't seen his name in a long time in a racing game. Gonna block him off a little bit. Leader's about half a track ahead of us. We shouldn't get lapped. We shouldn't, I don't think. I think it's been like 3 or 4 laps, or 4 or 5 laps, something like that, since we restarted. Robbie Gordon's coming back up here with a vengeance. But I am all over the place. These old tires, once they start to wear out after a few laps, it's getting all over the place for me. I'm really struggling right now. Oh, that's not Robbie Gordon, it's 26. I thought from the front of the car, it looked like Robbie Gordon's car, the orange and black. Halfway on fuel. It's gonna be tight, I feel like. I feel like we restarted on like lap 12 or something. So that's gonna be interesting to see. We don't necessarily have the best top speed that we can. That could be hurting us a little bit. I'm gonna try and get up and get the 21's draft. I'm gonna call him Ricky Rudd because I think it's Ricky Rudd at this time.
You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car feel?
It's feeling rough, that's all I gotta say. No, we gotta stay out here so we don't get checked up into the corner. We did a little bit because they came down. Try and get Kyle Petty's draft down here. Yeah, we're not going to be racing with the big dogs for quite some time. I don't think this game I'm going to be able to cheese it like some of the Dirt to Daytona tracks. Because like some places like Martinsville and everything, we were just ridiculously quick. That was just like unnecessary for us to be fast at. I'm hoping to see some parts failures in the race like we did in the Gatorade duels. That'd be nice. Just so we can gain some more spots, that'd be awesome. It shouldn't bring out a caution either if like somebody blows an engine, I think, unless they come to a stop on track. We're racing hard back here though for in the 30s. Like we're just slowly falling back. Like we just don't have the speed to keep up, and I feel like I'm not fast enough through the corner because I'm like super tight and super loose at the same time. On entry we're super tight, and then exit we're like super loose. So it's a little bit of a struggle. I'm happy we didn't make the car tighter at least. I think the half around a wedge was an okay call. I don't think it was the worst thing we could have done. Oh, Andretti's coming down in front of us. Yeah, see, that check up there for me really hurts our speed. I really wish it wouldn't do that. I need to check the settings for sure after this. But this has been some tight racing. We're sliding it off the corner right there. That was tight. That was tight to the wall. That was scary. We're back in 36. That's okay. Maybe I should have picked around like 40th for our sponsors instead of 35th. But hey, we're 36. That's not the worst. But honestly, I feel like the super speedways are going to be rough for us. I think the 1.5 miles and or like short tracks might be better for us, honestly. Try and get John Andretti's draft. We still got 2 laps left. The leaders took the white flag. They're in 1 and 2 behind us. We potentially could come home with a top 35 here. We just got to not screw it up because leaders are already on the white flag anyways. There's not going to be a caution. Oh, yes, we got him behind us now. Nice. I can't really pull out a line yet. We're low on fuel. Oh, I'm getting wiggly. Let's not do that. I was trying to straighten out the car, and I was just all over the place off of turn 4 there. White flag here. We'll make it back on fuel just fine. Try and get Andretti's draft here. We should finish top 37. That's the lowest we should finish, I would say, as long as we don't wreck it. See, these guys are slowing me up. Don't get loose. We're good. Oh, big checkup on that outside lane. 36 wanted to come down. I'm going to try and take our speed, get under Andretti, get the draft from Kyle Petty here. This could be a successful Daytona 500 if we get a top 35. I'll be happy with that. Oh, we're getting up in the Andretti there. That's up to 34th at least. Hey, put a little bit of a rear bumper to him and we'll get 34th out of that. I'll take it. Not the worst. We qualified 34th originally. Started up in 28th and then fell back to 34th, so I'm not even mad about that. We didn't go a lap down either, so if it went green the whole way, we definitely would have, but I'll take it. All right, in the bank, we got $440,000 from just the Daytona 500. It looks like we're going to Rockingham next, North Carolina Speedway, which is still weird to say. Even Dirt to Daytona was like that too. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think we should do? Should we try and research something? Like, should we try to research an engine, tire grip, tire wear, something like that, engine efficiency? I don't even know. There's more down here, chassis downforce, drafting, stuff like that. So I'm not sure what should we do, or should we go and try and make some extra parts, like build an engine, and we can do it quick also in a couple races, or do some chassis and stuff like that, and we have to make some cars and put them together, because the one we just did, 96 left on it, so definitely wearing down quick. We can do a few races in it, I think, as long as we don't destroy the car. So let me know what you guys think. I think it was a pretty successful week number 1. We finished 34th in the stats. It should have us in the standings 34th. Yeah, I'll take that. And who's in that 21? It is Elliott Sadler in this one. Okay, good to know. He's Elliott Sadler in this. And then we got Casey Kane in 98. Love to see that. Who ended up winning the Daytona 500? I don't even know. I know Mark Martin was up there. Dale Jr. wins it. Not shocking. Jeff Gordon tied with him in the points. He must have led the most laps or something like that. And then Jr. gets the win. So good on him. He's really good at super speedways, drafting and going flying forward. So very interesting to watch the points throughout the year. Hopefully we can start working our way up slightly. But yeah, let me know in the description down below what you guys think we should do with the developed / research parts, and if we should just build a new car just to have a second one right now, and then we'll also develop some more parts over time through the year. So let me know what you guys think. I think this is gonna be an awesome career mode. Cannot wait for it. So this has been a very fun first race here at Daytona. Hopefully we can have some more good races coming up ahead. So appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.